Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the Anderson Group DLC for Farming Simulator 19. We're going to be looking at 4 different aspects of this. We're going to be looking at the poplar baler, which is the bio baler right here from Anderson Group DLC. And we're going to be looking at a timber trailer, so a logging trailer by Anderson. Also the Smart Mix A700. The Smart Mix A950, the Pro Chop 150 to shred bales, the Anderson IFX 720 extractor bale wrapper for round bales only, the Anderson RB 580 standard round bale wrapper, the RBM Pro 2000 round bale autoloader, the RBM 2000 round bale autoloader, the Anderson Hybrid X tractor round bale or square bale wrapper, the Anderson Stack Pro for square bales, and the Anderson TSR 3450 for square bales. Now, before we get into the baling at all, I want to get into the poplar baler. And check this thing out, because this is the one thing that is new. Everything else has been done before. The poplar bales are something that I'm not really familiar with. I've never had a mod for it in game or none of that. As you can see, you can slightly offset it one way or the other. Let's see if we can get it to go the other way here. There we go. So we can offset it one way or the other. It doesn't offset too terribly far. It does go a pretty good ways. You can offset it just enough that you're not running over your crop probably. Luckily for me, I have row crops on this tractor. So that's a pretty nice sized bale. The bales look pretty good. Looks like a poplar bale to me. Sticks and branches, and back here and just have a look at it. Definitely can't pick that up. Yeah, I mean, it's a good looking bale. And I think it is 4,000 liters. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's do it one more time here. We'll just kind of speed through this process. As you notice here, this thing offsets just enough so that you're not in your crops. And as you also notice, my poplar is planted very close together. I did use a mod for that. Something that plants poplar via cedar, which is not likely most of the time. Looks like this is going to be 2,000 liters. My bad. I should have paid more attention to that when we first dropped the first one there. Back up just a bit here. Unload our next one. And there we go. Now, something I'm curious about, the reason I wanted to go ahead and do a couple of these, is I wanted to see also, the raising and lowering mechanism on this looks really good too. This thing drops down to the ground, I mean, to trim every bit of that off, as you can see here. It's just stub left over. The one thing I'm curious about, though, is I want to see if the round bale trailer can pick those up, or if you have to load those via, you know, forks onto a flatbed of some sort. So, the next thing that I want to check out here, and we will try to go pick one of those up once we start using the round bales. The next thing I want to check out is the square bale wrapper by Anderson. This thing is really cool. So apparently you can pull it into place where you want it, and then you can actually get in it and drive it. It doesn't move very fast, and I think it's just for minor adjustments and things, kind of like the conveyor belts that you do have in game. Now, I'm just going to pull this right down here because we want our bales kind of right here on the road. That's probably good. And then we're going to disconnect from that. We'll pull the tractor over here just out of the way for now. We'll come back to that once we need the trailer. Let's go get in this thing and see what kind of fine adjustments we have for it. Alright, let's bring up F1. Let's see, we got start engine, unfold wrapper, and that's pretty much it. That's all you do. Start it up, unfold the wrapper, and let's grab our telehandler and load some bales. Now, as far as I know, I think these go in long ways. I may be badly mistaken on that. we'll take one up there and see if it kind of auto takes it from us. I'm not sure that it will. But when it spits these out, it should spit these out in kind of a straight line through here. Let's see. Looks like it's not going to take it. Oh, there we go. Uh-huh. Okay, so it takes it sideways. So I bet if I brought one sideways, it would probably work. Alright, now let's check this thing out up close here. As you can see there, it's only wrapped half of it. I'm guessing it's going to wrap the other half once we bring another one. So let's go grab one more. We're going to bring this one sideways. This is kind of a trial and error thing. I want to look at the mechanics of everything, of how everything works. And then I'll give my thoughts and opinions at the end here. As if taking thoughts and opinions from somebody that drives like me is a good thing, but I can still have an opinion on DLC. So let's take it this way and see if this works any better. Now, I think it's interesting that this thing pushes them out in a line. The other very interesting thing about this is you don't have to use them as is. You can unwrap them when ready for them. So you can actually unwrap these guys. Now, I think if I pick this up here, set it down right there, back out of it. There we go. Okay. It's kind of awkward loading those because it's actually bigger than what it shows going in there. Alright, so there we go. As you can see, it pushed one through. So let's just do a couple here. I'm just going to kind of speed through this. Okay, so interesting to note here. This thing does have the plate on the very back right there, which is pushing the bale, as you can see. The whole little rod thing there pushes the bale. But until you get the bale actually set down there, it's actually a bit wider than the tray, so it's kind of awkward. Alright, we got a few bales pushed out here, so let's open this up and see. So we can unload bale. Let's go ahead and unload them. And R to cut open. Okay. Oh, I see there. It backs up once it's done. It pushes them out. Very cool. So this thing, I think as far as realism, this is pretty neat. All right, let's cut one of these open. Oh, see, that's cool. It's a whole different deal. We've never gotten to see what the inside of a silage bale looks like until now. And this is factory in-game stuff here. All right, let's just kill the engine on the square bale wrapper. And we're going to back this guy up out of the way. We can do away with that for now. I'm going to grab the tractor and move that baler and use the square bale trailers here. I got 4, that's 2 per trailer. That should be enough to see at least what it does. I think I'm going to be okay with that if you guys are. Let's see here. Can we turn this thing? We can. It's got a very limited range of motion and speed. But it is drivable. So that's nice. We could actually just back this thing right here out of the way. I think this right here will probably be good. Let's back up right here behind this. And we'll leave it here. Now let's jump in the Massey real quick. And grab one of our square bale trailers and pick 2 of these up because I want to see how this works. I've heard that these are a little bit more realistic than the other ones are. So let's give it a shot here and see. And we're going to start with, let's go to Bale Technology real quick because I want to show you guys the menus on these. Bale Technology. So what we have is we have a round bale only. That's the IFX 720. And then we have the hybrid, which is round and square bale. And then we have the round bale standard wrapper that's a pull behind. And then we have a round bale trailer that holds 24 bales, a round bale trailer that holds 24 bales. One of them is the beefier, more I don't see how they both hold 24 though. Oh no, wait, that's the round bale. Sorry, let's go back to there and look at the square bales now. Square bales hold 16 and 16 and 14. Oh, the bigger trailer actually holds less. Oh no, maybe that's the smaller one of the two. Yeah. So the Stack Pro holds 16 bales. This one holds 14 bales. I guess we'll look at mechanics of it and see. Oh, backed right over the top of that thing. We'll look at the mechanics of it and see how it works. As you can see here, the hydraulics and stuff on it look a lot better than the one that you can get in-game. So let's just see. Let's pull up next to these the right way. We can also pick a few of the grass bales up out here if we want a better look at what it does and what it's doing. So the first thing I notice is the pedestals right here in the front that I think it's going to set the bale on. And we'll try that. Now, I do want a bale pusher bumper, weight bumper for the front of this thing. Now, let's see. Oh, we have to cut those loose. I see. They're together. So you have to leave them together until you cut them loose. So if we wanted to haul them like this, could we do that? Let's see if that's possible. Alright, let's look. Oh, I see. Look at that. Yeah, that looks good. See if it's going to lower it down. It did. Alright, so I'm guessing our next one stacks on top of that. Alright, now where do they go from here? They just move back? Aha, so these stay stacked like this on top of each other. I guess when you lay them down. Let's go right over here real quick and unload these. We'll put that back in driving position. I don't think we're going to be in anybody's way if we just do it right up here by the silo. But yeah, to load these, you're going to have to cut them loose. So you're going to have to cut them open to load them, unless you don't need them right away. I think it's going to be Y again, just like the other one is. It is. Okay. Let's look at all the mechanics that are happening here. Like the slide is pushing them back there. Okay, no, these are going to set it off. Oh, wow, okay, you actually have to hit Y to unload that. So I'm guessing if you set them down and then kind of pulled forward, they would just fall off. But either way, they stack like this. It seems. Wonder how a full stack would do, though. We have to try that out in the video at some point, in a single player or something. But either way, it looks pretty good. I like the trailer. Let's go try the other one real quick, and then we'll move on to round bales. Alright, let's see what the bigger, beefier version looks like now. Now these hold the same amount of bales apparently. No, this one holds 16 as opposed to 14, I think. So this one holds 2 extra bales. That's pretty neat. It clamps. It doesn't scoop. So it actually clamps the bale. Now let's see. Oh, I see. This one does the old way. So this one will stand them up right there and then slide them back, I guess, as we go. Let's grab 2 more just to see if it'll slide back as we go here. I'm just gonna grab 2 of the regular grass bales. Now this is in no way the way you should be doing this. If I had a bumper that was a bale pusher, I could spin the bales around correctly, but we don't have one of those. I'm grabbing these 2 just to make sure that this thing does what I think it's gonna do. Yep, there we go. It's scooting back, adding 2 more. Good deal. Let's look at the unload process now. Let's see if it unloads the same way. I like the bottom of this thing here where it clamps. The sides grab it, it looks like. Oh no, okay, I see what it's doing. Gonna add a little tilt to us here. Let's see. Oh, I see. Okay then. Very cool. Oh, look at that. The silage bales are actually physically smaller than the regular grass bales. I did not even notice that while ago. I know the other ones kind of look square, but that is very, very small. Alright, so we can abort unloading. We can unload bales here, and then the rest is just standard. So let's go ahead and just unload there, and then we'll pull forward, and we'll fold our trailer back up. So very neat. The silage bales are actually quite a bit smaller than regular bales are. Kind of cool. All right, let's go check out the round bale stuff now. We'll go get the regular bale wrapper to begin with, and we'll check it out, and then we will check out the extractor, the self-driven sausage baler. I think I've heard people call it, which is really funny because it does kind of make like a sausage link out of it. Let's unfold this guy and just see what happens. I want to see what the mechanics of this looks like. Let's grab the one on the outside here. Okay. I like the way it looks. It kind of reminds me of the oh, what is it? It's the it's a green one. It's an Irish name, or an Irish sounding name, I guess. Kind of reminds me of that one. Yeah, so thoughts on this so far is this looks pretty good. I like the way it puts them on its end. It actually has a bar over here to catch it from flipping over. That's pretty nice. So it actually lays it down on its end instead of on its side. So if you're on a hilly, you know, if you're not playing on a completely flat map and you're on a kind of a hilly map and you're wanting to do a lot of bale wrapping and stuff, when you flip your bale, it's not gonna like roll away from you down the hill or something. That's kind of nice. It's always nice to see the ones that flip. These are a whole different story because these are in a these are all together when they come out. They're all wrapped together. Alright, now let's take this guy over here. And let's do the same thing. Let's just kind of put it right here. And then we'll bring a couple of bales over and see what it looks like. Alright, we'll just pull our tractor here out of the way. Conserve some fuel, even though it doesn't matter. This is a save file strictly set up for this kind of stuff. Now let's see what we have here. We got unfold, so let's unfold, and that's pretty much it. And then I think you bring your bales. Let's go grab our telehandler again, and we'll bring some bales over and load them up. Now the first one I will do regular speed, and then after that I'm going to speed up a couple, and we'll just see what it looks like. Mainly because I want to get through a few of these and just have enough for 2 per trailer again, and then give us a good idea of how this thing works and what it looks like. Oh boy, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to run into things. It's always a bad idea. Let's just back out of there. Okay. Pushing it down, getting ready to wrap it. There it goes. And it's going to stop halfway until we load another bale. So let's go grab another bale. I'm going to load 2 or 3 in here, and I'm going to speed it up in the process. Alright, so let's go grab our last bale here as we watch this one wrap down. Yeah, as you can see there, they're staying together. Waiting on another bale or waiting to unload fully. Now, as far as I know, I haven't heard about a limit on the amount of bales you can run through this thing. So I'm guessing you can just keep running them through, and it'll just keep either backing up or pushing the bales forward. So I'm waiting on somebody to test that theory and see how many bales I can put through this thing. It will not be me. I don't have that kind of time, to be quite honest. It definitely will not be me. Now, my advice is, if you're having trouble with this thing, is to grab higher on the bale, not like I've done here, and then bring it down and just kind of angle backwards and let that little guard on the end right there, as you can see between my forks, grab the bale and just pull it off for you. So grab higher on the bale and try that with both square and round bales. Try it and see if it works. Let's do one more just to give it a shot here, I think. That'd be a good opportunity to find out. So we want to grab a little bit higher on this one. So we'll make sure we're up a little bit higher. There we go. That gives us plenty of bale to set down in there when we get ready to. I think this might be the way to do this, is you just kind of set it down and then let that the pusher guard on the back do its thing and hold the bale in place as you back out. Alright, let's try it. Let's give it a go here. Yeah, there we go. See, set it right there, and then just back up. That seems to be an easy way to do that. So, I think that's probably the best bet for you. Now let's back up here and get out of the way. And keep in mind that the universal right here, the wrapper next to me. Is it the universal? Hybrid. The hybrid, yeah. The hybrid will do round bales as well. And if you're confused on which one does what, the hybrid has 4 wrapping points on it, and the round bale only has 2. So it has 1 there, 1 here. Whereas the hybrid has 4. So now let's see. Let's bring up our F1 here. Let's unload. Watch this thing unload. As you can see, it's backing up there. Kind of backing up, getting out of the way, and pushing the bales off of it. Very nice. Looks like since it's on this downhill, it's trying to roll back forward here. We're going to enter that, and then we're going to back it up out of the way just here. Fold it back out. Yeah, we'll just back up out of the way here. And then we'll grab our round bale trailer and pick up a few of these and see what that thing looks like. Because it looks like it's going to do pretty well. We are going to cut these open though, so let's cut open what we need of them. Oh, look at those. Those look pretty good actually. Alright. They don't look bad, really, and once you get them all laid out, they're all going to be in a straight line. That means you could bring your trailer through and just grab and go, right? Alright, let's start with the smaller one. They hold the same amount of bales. Both of them hold 24 apparently. One of them is a bit beefier than the other though. I'm guessing they're going to stack up different ways as well. So we're going to grab, how many do we have total? 6? Yeah, I think we've got 3, yeah, we got 1 there, and then 5 here, so we're going to grab 3 of these with this thing, and just see how they stack up. We might grab 4 of them, and we'll grab 2 of the other bales. As you can see here, it doesn't do anything weird with it. It just throws it up there, rolls it in place. Grab 2 more. Oh, it stacks them in 3s. Look at there. Let's go ahead and grab 1 more. That'll give us 4 for the other trailer as well. So grabbing them in 3s is okay because it stacks them up in 3s. I didn't realize that. I thought it only did 1 row. That's actually pretty nice. Let's bring them over here and unload them. I want to see what the unload feature looks like on this. Now there's not a whole lot to test out with the other stuff. We'll just go have a look at it, look at price and stuff like that on it. So it looks like, yeah, the feet fold down on the bottom. Is that it? Unload bales here. Yeah, unload bales here. Okay, this one did not work so well. It just kind of hurled them out on the ground. That I don't know if I like or not. Let's go grab the other one and see what it does. See if it's a little bit better. Yeah, I'm not so sure I like that. It just kind of threw them out on the ground. At least the other ones actually, you know, tilt them up in a stack. Let's see if this one will do that. And the first thing you notice with this one is the arm on it looks like it's actually for grabbing bales. Round bales. You can see there. And I guess we could pick up the same 4, couldn't we? Let's see if it stacks this in 3s, though. I'm curious. Yeah, see, this one looks like it's made for... it looks like it's made to do this bale. So let's go grab this one first. Let's see if this is the more appropriate. Yeah, see, it grabs it from the side. So definitely meant to grab the ones that have been wrapped and stood up. Manually wrapped. We'll see if it'll still grab this and kind of flip it in there. It should. The game kind of tells it to. Yeah, this is the way you're supposed to grab this, so grab it that way. Yeah, so it'll still do it. And this one should add 3 as well. As you can see at the top there, there's the same bracket, and there's actually a little side bracket there just over the top of the wrapped bale. Looks like it keeps it from falling off the other side when it rolls it over. Let's go ahead and grab 1 more. Maybe. There we go. So this one's quite different. It's not like magnetic from a distance. But there you go. There's all 3. So it will grab it, but it's not quite as magnetic from a big distance or anything. I like the way this thing stacks up, though. That makes way more sense to stack in 3s. If you're going to go too wide with the bales. Because you're actually wasting that top row if you do not stack in a third up there. Move that other trailer out of the way a bit. Yeah, I mean, that's actually really nice. I like the mechanics of this one. Now, let's see how it unloads. Unload bales here. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, so maybe I didn't wait for the other one. Maybe that was the problem. So this is actually pushing the bales off as it comes down. The little bracket there. It just hadn't made it all the way to the end while ago. So yeah, this thing should push them off in a nice little stack there. And then we just pull forward. Well, I guess it's going to be a little bit sloppy, but they're not all going to stay perfectly stacked every time you do this. So keep that in mind. But there you go, guys. There's the kind of an in-depth look at the baler, wrappers, and trailers that we got. Now, I want to hop over to the store real quick and take a look at our Anderson log trailer that's got the crane on it. Let's bring up some controls. You can fashion tension belts. It looks like there's the arm for this thing. Yep, okay. And then open and close. Looks good. Select tool G, so I want to select the feet, I guess. Support arms. There we go. So I want to put it on the support arm so it doesn't move around so much, and you can fashion tension belts. Yeah, so it's not bad, really. It actually moves pretty good. My only qualm with Farm Sim 19 versus 17 is that the controls on the mouse are backwards. If you don't have a joystick, it gets kind of weird. Alright, now let's take a look at the difference in the, what is this, the A950 and the A700 in the store here. These are mixer wagons for your animals. So you want to go to animal section. You want to go down here to mixer wagons. And the Pro Chop 150 will start with it, since there's only one of them. This machine takes straw bales and uses them to cover the ground of a cow stable with straw. So, drop a straw bale in here and it shreds it, sprays it over into the barn for the cows. Not bad. Now let's go to the $70,500 A700 mixer. It holds 23,475. Now for comparison, the stock in-game one only holds 16,000, so keep that in mind. And it will take your standard forage mixer stuff. So silage, hay, and straw into total mixed ration that can be fed to cows. Now that one is a bit cheaper. This one's 115,000. This one also holds 29,393. So it holds roughly 6,000 more liters than the other one. This one does require 145 horsepower. Keep that in mind. It'll also run you about 115,000. Now let's go back and look at some of the baling equipment pricing. We didn't do that before. So if you want the Kuhn square bale, round bale wrapper, it's going to cost you 54,000. Whereas this one cost you 34,000 for the Anderson DLC. This one wraps square and round, and you don't have to wrap them individually. You can just run them over, drop them in, and keep putting them through, and then they'll all be in a line when you get ready to pick them up. Or you can pick up the separate wrapper for 19.5, or if you have mods installed, you can pick up the Ursus, which was in Farm Sim 17 for 8,200. Let's go back to the trailers here. So round bale trailer. Also just the round bale wrapper. If you don't plan on doing square bales at all, you can pick it up for 30,000 and save yourself $5,000. The trailers here, 50,000 to 72,000. The only difference I see is that this one's got the nice arm for a little more realism. They both hold 24 bales, it seems, and it doesn't seem to be a whole lot of difference. They both stack 3 high. They both hold 24. So for price, I mean, if you want it to look nice and actually be picking up bales like it's supposed to be, pick up the RBM Pro. You know, I mean, that's the only difference. All right, let's look at the square bale trailers now. The Stack Pro 7200 is $89,000. It holds 16 bales, where the TSR 3450 is 57,000 and holds 14 bales. Again, this one's a little beefier. It looks a little bit better. It is the Pro version, just like the RBM Pro here. It looks a little bit better. It does unstack quite a bit different than this one. This one right here will actually stand them up for you, where this one just kind of slides them off the end. If you're looking for neat stacks, pick up the Stack Pro 7200. The Bio Baler WB55 is $99,500. For me, this would be more than worth it because you sell it as wood chips, but it comes in 2,000 liter bales. And as you know, if you're doing poplar and you have a trailer, it's going to fill up pretty quick. You can run through a poplar trailer very, very quick. So baling them up might not be such a bad idea. And I think that about covers everything except for one thing. I don't know why that's doing that. Let's go to this guy here. And I want to take this thing and I want to see if we can pick up a poplar bale with the round bale trailer. Now, I don't know if we can. I've never tried this. If you can, this is going to change the game. You can do poplar bales and not have to worry about trailers and wood chips and all that kind of stuff. You can just stack up a bunch of bales and go with it. Now, let's see if it'll... It will grab a poplar bale. That is nice to know. Very handy. Let's grab one more here. So, these are the same size bales as standard bales in game. Good stuff there. I do have crop destruction off, as you can see. But there you go. Yeah, you can grab poplar bales with the round baler. Very nice stuff. I think that's going to do it for me, guys. I think I've covered everything. If I missed something in the Anderson Group DLC, you guys let me know in the comments below. I'm sure you will. I thought I looked over everything, and I think that was all of it. Is it worth it? I think so. If you have an extra 10 bucks, I would say go pick it up and support Giants, if nothing else. I know you can, at some point, all this stuff will probably be in the mod hub, but I would rather pay the $10 and support this company that keeps everybody playing and keeps putting out fantastic base for games, because without the base game, your mod makers don't have anything to make mods for. So let's keep supporting Giants, and if you have an extra 10 bucks and you're thinking about getting this DLC, go pick it up, because it's well worth it. It gives you a lot of different creative options, some realism for your realism Let's Plays and that kind of thing. So I would say get it. Yeah, I would say it's worth the $10. But that's going to do it for me. I appreciate everybody watching this review. And if you haven't and you want to come back and watch, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, of course. I also stream on Twitch. You can go follow me over there if you would like. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Later, everybody.